get an amen?
Amen.
Welcome to another episode of the Rewind Guys, bringing poop close. Nope, we're not bringing poop.
We're bringing poop closer to home.
We're bringing Pooptober closer to completion. We're inching our way there. We are so close. Only one more episode, and we can finally put this to rest. This is so ridiculous. But we're continuing today with the TROMA film from 1998, Buttcrack. This is a horror comedy rated R with a runtime of 1 hour and 7 minutes. As I mentioned, it's from 1998. It was filmed in Arcola, Virginia, and according to online, this is said to have had a budget of $10.
I'm not buying that though. I'm just not, because their makeup effects were pretty good actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't even take those into account.
Like nothing, everything was pretty much. I would have thought $10 until they showed like the face melting, and then like the one person got shot in the face a bunch of times, and there's no way they did it for $10.
Well, now maybe they did it for $10 because somebody had this stuff. For instance, if we were to film a movie right now, I have a big old bottle of liquid latex, I got scar wax, I got a big bottle of blood. I could do that stuff. And it wouldn't cost me anything because I've already bought it. Maybe. But, so, from what I read, they didn't even have to pay the actors or anything.
I figured.
Well, yeah. It looked like a bunch of average people. These are not no Hollywood lookers. No offense.
Come on, just try it.
Alrighty.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, my back.
Is it delicious? I know you like it.
I need to get a new chair to play Atari in.
I was expecting it to be poopier and fartier. I don't know if it's Pooptober.
Oh,
I mean, there was just a butt crack. I guess butt cracks and poop do go together.
I will touch a little bit
On the butt crack.
on the butt crack and my failure
Your fecal
in
failure?
a little bit. Yes, it really is a fecal failure. I have completely killed the spirit of Pooptober. As ridiculous as it is, I have kind of let everybody down with this one. But, no pun intended, I did not let myself down with this one. I was pleasantly surprised with this movie.
I mean, when you think about the movies that we've had to go through since rebooting this little project here,
Yes.
this is like, this is wonderful. It's wonderful. I was so happy.
I didn't do a lot of research. I should have done a little bit more before picking this movie, but with a movie like Buttcrack, that being the title, by TROMA, my chances were good. I watched the trailer, and I'm pleasantly surprised with what we got versus the trailer. Did you see the trailer at all? Okay. So, the trailer, like when I watched it, I essentially thought, from what I had seen, that everybody was pissed off at the Wade guy, the main character, the Buttcrack, okay? Because it's always all over the place, people getting pissed. I thought they killed him on purpose. And then because he kept coming back, they just kept killing him because they didn't want him around. But that's not what we got. And I'm actually pleasantly surprised because I liked the story that we got even better.
Yeah.
Everybody was pissed off at Wade, but his death was an accident, and the only reason why they were trying to kill him was to put him back to rest.
Yeah.
That's
they didn't
it.
like him, but I don't think they really wanted to cause him any harm.
No, and
Except how casually they continued to kill him again and again and again, like it was just no big deal.
my inability to
disturbing.
form words is rubbing off on you.
Bojobo.
Okay, no. So, and then I liked it even better because then, spoiler, we'll get into it, but then when Wade comes alive, again, comes
Yeah.
That's right?
Comes alive again.
He is resurrected. He comes back from the dead. And I'm thinking, okay, well, he's a zombie now or whatever, and he's gonna go kill Brian, who's our main character, for the most part. But he's like, no, I don't want to kill him.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at him. I just want to go back. And I'm like, Oh, come on.
I
If you
know.
weren't already dead, that would have killed you. You've got to get your revenge.
Oh,
You've got to do something if you want to go back to the light.
what?
You have to kill him, Wade.
Oh,
If you don't, you're doomed to walk the earth forever. You'll never get back to the light.
why did you do this to me?
I liked everywhere where this went because it wasn't what I expected at all.
It's a heartwarming tale of a butt crack and a murder.
It kind of was. I mean, in a weird way, it kind of was. What's even weirder is I'm at work, and I knew I had to watch this movie, and this was yesterday or the day before. I don't know. It's one of them. And so I'm like, well, I'm not going to be able to watch it for a little while yet, but to kind of give me a little bit of an edge, I decided to play it and listen to it on my headphones. And I had such a great time just listening to this movie. And it went by so quick. I'm like, okay, this is going to be a fun watch. Now, granted, the movie's not that long.
No.
It's only an hour and 7 minutes. But we did, what was the last one we did? Death Toilet.
Yeah.
That one was 53 minutes, and that took forever.
Oh yeah, that was like a 10-hour movie.
So, I mean, I was really happy with how fast this one went by. Super enjoyable. Great times. We've got Brian. Brian is the main character. He is in love with, is it Annie or Anne? Oh.
Oh.
Did you hear that? Oh, wait.
That was me. That wasn't you. Unless you made the noise and I felt it.
I think the second time that shit's happened, I swear to God, I thought
I felt the gurgliness, but maybe it was you. I don't know.
thought I felt it in my throat. I swear I thought it was me. Maybe we simultaneously made
Maybe.
throat noises.
Like spiritually connected at the throat. Slightly disturbing.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
It's something like that. I don't know. I can't remember her name. The
Yeah.
blonde lady.
I'm gonna say Annie because I think it's Annie. So yeah. Okay. Whew. The main characters, we have Brian. Brian is in love with Annie. He wants to pop the question. He lives with Wade. Wade is the butt crack. He's like the main focal point of this movie. He is an obnoxious character. Seems ultimately harmless and easygoing and fun-loving. And then we have Brian's, I'm assuming, best friend, Ken. Those are like the four main characters until eventually Mojo Nixon's character, Preacher Man Bob, comes in.
Say it proud. Say, amen, brother. Wade. Amen. God.
Brian and Annie are hanging out, trying to get fresh, be a little romantic. He wants to pop the question. But Wade's in there, screwing everything up. Which, I like how he said he planned this whole night special.
Yeah.
He knows his roommate. Why is he doing this? He could do this anywhere.
He's a homebody. He feels more comfortable at home.
Go to a park. Go to a restaurant. Go to her place. Doesn't she makes it seem like she's got a place?
Maybe she lives with her parents.
Well-
That'd be even weirder.
Would that be even weirder?
I don't know. He did tell Wade that she was coming over and to leave him alone, stay in his room. And Wade did say he was going to stay in his room and play Atari. He just didn't. He just kept saying he was going to.
Yes.
So he's a little bit of a liar.
Yeah. And he's just around, gonna do some laundry, asking Brian if he needs laundry done, asking Annie if she needs her underpants cleaned.
Yeah, I really want to clean your underpants. It's like,
Oh my goodness, I know. So either way, things do not work out. He's gonna try again the following day. Ken, who seems like a really cool guy, is like, man, I'm sorry to hear that. You know what? I'll take Wade to the movies. I'll get him out of the house. You can do your thing. Have a night to yourself, you and your girl. Great. And so that's kind of the plan. Wade is, I guess, a bit homophobic.
yeah.
Just a bit. All Ken wants to do is bring up the fact that, dude, your pants are always kind of sagging. People can see your butt crack. Pull your pants up. But the moment he's trying to talk about his pants and his butt, he's like, what is he like? This isn't going to turn weird, is it? And then he goes on to say, you shouldn't be looking at my butt. You should be looking at girls' butts.
That's one of the best lines in the movies.
Then he goes on, when he's now getting even more like appalled and whatnot, he goes, find yourself another boy toy. I can't give you the things you want. And then he walks home, and
He
I'm like,
didn't even ask for anything. He just like pull your pants up sometimes. It's inappropriate.
but yeah, oh my God, that whole scene, I'm like, what the hell?
I can't give you what you want.
he just walks home. He ruins yet another night, but
Crack.
yeah. Like, wait,
Every
what?
time you say butt, all I can think of now is butt crack.
Didn't he already popped the question though, didn't he, before he got there? I'm pretty sure.
Well, yeah, because I think they were about to celebrate.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they had some wine that they poured. Man, the sound effects out of this movie are killing me.
Yeah, what's weird is you can hear the sounds normally just as they filmed it.
Yeah.
But then they put extra sound effects on top,
Oh yeah.
which sometimes worked out. It was okay.
Look, Wade is the real article. What you see is what you get. But even I would be like, just stop it.
Yeah.
Just stop it. I mean, this guy's girlfriend, Annie, is now on the floor in like the fetal position by the cupboards, and this guy's ass is like right next to her.
Well, he's just twerking it a bit. He's in the club,
Churning the milk.
He's forgot where he was. He's grooving. Like you
Yeah.
said, you can't stop it. You
Yeah.
gotta when you feel the groove, you gotta do it.
I guess. And so now with the butt being right there by Annie's face, she can't take it anymore. She throws up. This is like the first time, and then ends up throwing up a second time on Wade. Now Wade's got to take a bath, of course.
He's gotta borrow Brian's shirt because he's got barf on his.
Yeah, of course.
What a team! We're just killing it over here.
This is gonna be the best episode ever. Told you I should have had all that coffee. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, so give me a second. I gotta like reset. Annie leaves. And now Brian's a little pissed. And rightfully so. Okay, I would be too. He kind of intrudes on Wade's bathing time. And he's messing with the radio. I can't even remember why
This is so
necessarily.
loud.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
trying to clean up the puke, and then suddenly he like cranks up the radio.
Yes.
And he's like, "Oh my god, just shut up!"
That's right, because he goes in there, getting really mad at the radio because I guess it's not turning down or something. He's like hitting it, and it falls and it lands in the bathtub, and Wade is electrocuted. And it was an accident. I mean, he's pissed, but it was an accident. Cut to, because this is another thing too. I thought they were going to hide the fact that they killed
Yeah.
him, but he didn't. He called the police. He did it proper. Everything was good to go. Ken calls Wade's mom.
I love how calm Ken is about everything. Everything is just fine.
So, like, what happened?
We get to one of my favorites. Oh my God, this was so good audibly, and it was so good visually. Both experiences were top notch. When we're at the funeral, and you get Preacher Man Bob, Mojo Nixon, giving the sermon. Oh, that was good. There's no way that's written. I feel like he riffed
Yeah.
the whole thing. I feel like most of his dialogue is probably just improvisation and just rattling off whatever. But it's so good. I am dying. I wish I could remember anything that he said. But I can't, so I'll just put something like right here.
Wade, this is your time. Now is the time, Brother Wade. Brother Wade, get your butt up here to heaven. I know Brother Wade is happy. Oh, Lord, he's happy that his friends and family and comrades and spiritual arms have gathered here today to send him on to the promised land.
The witch sister
Oh, yeah.
turns it into a horror movie because like the whole time to this point, I'm like, how is this going to be a horror movie?
Yeah, can I just say, this really isn't much of a horror movie.
Well, no.
I
But
mean-
I was waiting for it, and I couldn't figure out how they were going to do it. I don't know why, because he mentioned that she
Yeah.
was a witch before,
Yes.
and I just didn't even put that together.
She brings him back with this voodoo curse where if you say Buttcrack 12 times in the same breath, he will, you'll resurrect him and then he can seek vengeance. And I don't know. I'm actually
It's like
kind
a
of confused.
Beetlejuice type
Kind of.
situation.
But I'm confused with the voodoo curse and how it kind of plays out toward the end. And I'll get there. I'm sure I won't forget it because it's been on my mind since I've watched this movie. It kind of doesn't make sense. Anyway, sister puts the curse. Wade comes back. And so at this point, Preacher Man Bob goes to see Brian and Annie and Ken, make sure everybody's okay, and he joins them for a beer. I want to say they're partying, kind of. And then they're like, hey, Preacher Man Bob's here. Let's just have him tie the knot for us. We already got the marriage license. So quick little ceremony. They get, hitched. Preacher Man Bob is preaching it up with Ken that God is everywhere.
I know Ken just sitting there. His man's like, God's everywhere. He's everything. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's in the urine.
God is in Pepsi Cola. God is in everything. God is in the trying to sugarless gum. God is in. He's in my shoes. He's in my pants. He's making me do a little tiny dance.
Preacher Man Bob is kind of pissed. He's a lot of pissed, actually, because you don't mess with the spiritual
realm.
Yes,
That's
essentially.
not what he said, but something like that.
Like, God, I wish I could remember what he said, and I didn't write it down. But yeah, he's pretty much like, it is unfair for her to bring him back from experiencing happiness, the happiness after life, So they have to make this right. They have to put Wade back to rest. They got to lay him to rest.
And nobody has any objections to this.
No. But, they don't know. This guy came back from the dead, and then you have a preacher man who should know all about this. This is like what he does. So I think they just kind of let him take the lead.
So they just beat him to death right there.
With the pan. And I'm like, what does he say? Well, I hope we did the right thing.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, it's kind of late now.
I know. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, they beat him to death with a pan.
Double death.
Yeah. Was it only double death?
At that point, I think.
Because
by the end of it, he's been killed like 30 times.
It's so true. I like the one scene where they're at the cemetery and he gets up again and just tunk and they hit him with a shovel. And it's so casual and it's not like this big deal.
Yeah, at some point they asked Preacher Man Bob and he's finally like, you know what, you guys are on your own from here.
Yeah.
Maybe just like chop him into pieces.
Yeah.
That way if he comes back to life, he can't do anything.
Which, oh my God, the thought of that is horrible. It's so bad. So, but it's logical, sure. So yeah, they finally take care of him, and then toward the end, we all end up back at Brian's place, and it kind of wraps up rather quickly. The big scuffle, all the going on, and then it just it comes to an end because Wade thought he killed Brian, but Brian was still alive.
He can't be put to rest.
Yes, he can't be put to rest without killing Brian. He doesn't want to. But
that's the curse.
Yes, that's the curse. He has no choice. So he does it, and it's kind of the end, with exception. Preacher Man Bob has got some unfinished business with the voodoo sister.
Yeah.
He shows up with a shotgun, puts like 6 in her head. And
he just kept going.
He did. Yeah, it's pretty insane. And then we get this last scene. You get these people talking about making a book, we pretty much kind of recaps the entire movie, which makes me wonder if this was added to stretch out the runtime, maybe?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. The kid, joking around, says butt-crack 12 times, and then the hand comes up because he has resurrected him again by the voodoo curse. It's time to play a game! Now, typically, I tailor my games to run on theme with the movie that we just watched, which I still did, but I incorporated something else. So, as we lightly touched on, and I'm embarrassed to admit it, I did not do well with this pick for Pooptober. I failed, okay? And I have no excuses. This week's game is called Excuses.
Ooh.
Now, to play on theme with the movie Buttcrack, I think it's safe to say we can all agree that the Buttcrack is the gateway to the anus. Right? Okay, yeah. So, I am going to give you
the gateway.
No,
This show is taking a turn.
I'm going to give you 4 tiny little instances of people winding up in the ER, getting things caught in their prison wallet.
Oh.
Okay? You have to give me what you think is the excuse they used for how this object got up there. Okay? Now, unlike these people's rectums, I like to play fast and loose. Okay? So, if you can even get remotely close to just one of these, I will let you win the game. Are you ready for excuses? Excuses.
Yes.
Good, because there was only one right
Amen.
answer. Yes, okay. So, here's your first one. In the Philippines, a showbiz personality got a cucumber stuck up his butt and was hospitalized because of it. What was his excuse?
He was trying to get more healthy vegetables in his body. You know?
Okay, all right. That's good. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Steve Harvey, where are you?
His excuse was, I was making a salad and sat on a chair, but there was a cucumber there in an upright position. Everything just happened so fast.
Oh, I mean, what are you going to say?
Well, I mean, come on. Let's be honest.
It might be
here.
less embarrassing just to be like, I shoved it in my butt to see what it was like.
Yeah, it's clearly, this is not some curious kink. There's logical explanations for all of these. Okay, you weren't close enough.
No.
I can't give you that one. These are so ridiculous. Okay, all right, here we go. A man had to go to the ER to be put under to have a medium-sized Yankee candle removed from his rectum. What was his excuse for why it was up there?
The candle must have been lit, and he was trying to snuff the candle with his ass. And then, whoop!
That's a good one. I like that one. Unfortunately, his excuse was he was lathering in the shower until the phone rang. He jumped out and slipped, falling onto a medium-sized Yankee candle.
But that could happen, though, right? Like, that happens.
Can I just say,
It's a common occurrence.
I love that they kept the detail that it's a Yankee candle. It just, I don't know, it makes my heart happy. It's an appropriate candle for the situation. You know, he played to his theme. All right. Again, not quite close enough. That's okay. You got 2 more chances. All right. A gentleman came in with a carrot that had been lost in his anus. The doctor didn't ask questions, but the man volunteered an explanation. What was it?
Oh, man.
This was one of my favorites. It's so good.
Why would you? What would you come up with to tell someone the reason why there's a carrot in your butt?
Dude, this is so insane.
Oh man. Maybe he heard the other guy's excuse for the cucumber.
Yeah.
So he was like, I had some carrots sitting on my chair, so whoops.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, maybe
He just thought maybe they didn't believe it before, but they'll believe it this time because it's a carrot.
it's very common. It's a common occurrence. So his excuse, this is fantastic. He'd been making dinner in a pressure cooker when things went wrong. The lid blew off and the carrot shot directly into his anus.
There's no way this is a true story. This cannot be real.
I guess who's to say? But it's so good. It is so good.
Well, that should be a movie in itself. That's the movie. This guy can enter, shoots a carrot into his butt. and
Attack of the Pressure Cooker. Oh my goodness. Okay.
The name of the movie? Under Pressure.
Okay, this one's pretty good too. All right. You ready for the last one? I'm sorry, Russell, you're not doing
I
too
know.
well.
These are getting weirder and weirder as we go on.
It's a tough game. Honestly, really didn't expect you to win. Okay, so this one states, I once, not me personally,
Oh, sure.
I once x-rayed a guy who had an entire unbroken light bulb up his ass. What was his excuse?
Oh, man. Okay, so he went to the hardware store
Okay.
to get a light bulb.
Okay.
Because his light bulb's burnt out. But he didn't have any money.
Sure.
You see. So he was like, maybe it's just one light bulb, you know. So he just like,
That is a good answer. Very creative. So, however, here was his excuse. He was putting cream on his hemorrhoids when his dog ran into his legs and he fell backwards onto a lamp. What? I hope it wasn't on, because now he's going to be suffering some burns. I mean, I guess maybe unless it's like an LED bulb, but I don't know when any of these happened or if they really happened.
he's just lucky he didn't break in there.
Yes. Okay, so I have a little follow-up on this one.
Oh.
This one states when they removed it, they discovered it was taped to a stick and had a condom over it.
Well, hey, look, you know, sometimes you have, a light bulb that's too bright for the area.
Yeah.
And you want to dim it, but it's not dimmable, so you might put something over it.
Oh yeah.
Like a condom.
Yeah, or like you don't have those fancy LED color changing ones.
You get a colorful. You put it over there. The stick part, I'm not sure. He was playing with his dog, right? And this
Yes,
sort of.
yeah.
So maybe there was like fetch involved. So the stick
It's possible.
got involved too, so accidentally.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? This is a world of limitless possibilities. You know, I mean, even if you live a full life, we're only really here for like, the blink of an eye.
Yeah, so why not put a light bulb in your butt? Is what I'm saying.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, you know what? I'm sorry. You can't win them all. It was a tough game, but I had a lot of fun playing. You're a good sport.
Butt crack, 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 butt crack. It's kind of stupid, but it can be done.
I have a problem with the ending of this movie. It kind of doesn't make sense. And, considering the movie, it's it's all right, but so the curse was butt crack 12 times, he comes back. When he comes back, he has to kill Brian in order to be laid to rest again and go to the other side. But then at the end, when the one kid's like, ha ha ha, butt crack, 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 butt crack. Okay? 12 times in one
You just
breath.
said it.
I did. We might... So much just happened right there. I heard a gurgle, a chime. I don't know. It was a lot. Two things is a lot.
I can't process that many at once.
I know. Sensory overload. So yeah, we might have a special guest. Wade might show up. Oh my God. I should have had somebody dressed as Wade. Oh my goodness. Missed opportunity. So he says it. And then, of course, the hand comes back. What is he supposed to do this time?
I don't know.
Because,
maybe that's the problem. Maybe he just can't know.
So I was thinking, well, okay, maybe the voodoo curse was if somebody says it 12 times, you have to kill the person that cursed you. But that wasn't the case because Annie was the one who said it.
Yeah, and his sister was the one who placed the curse. But maybe, in this situation, maybe they both come back to life. Because the only way for Wade to go back now would be to kill Brian. But Brian's dead, so maybe Brian also now has to come back to life.
He's got to kill Brian
Kill him again.
Oh, my goodness. Oh.
I mean, it's ridiculous, but...
It is, but you know what? That would be like TROMA's MO. That would be like perfect. It'd be like on brand for them, and that would make for a really fun movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what you would do for an hour and 7 minutes or longer, but that would make for a pretty funny movie, I think. So, you know what? If you're looking for a sequel now in like 2024...
It's been like 25 years since you made that movie.
Yeah, like a 25th anniversary sequel. I don't know. But, dude, I also didn't understand what the hell happened to Ken's face. I know that it melted off. Because clearly you look at the butt, your face melts, you become a zombie. Well, that was way different than what happened to that toothless hillbilly guy.
Yeah.
Immensely. It was cool looking, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I was waiting to see that because for like the cover art of the movie,
Yes.
it has like all these weird looking zombie people, which I mean you didn't really get that
No.
so much in the movie, but I guess kind of, I don't know.
It was just there to really sell the movie. You look at it, oh yeah, that looks awesome, and then you get this movie.
Yeah.
It's a good movie,
But
but
I don't know. I don't know why Wade's arm just popped off so easily. I don't know why some people's faces are really melted and others aren't.
Yeah.
It's just, you know.
yeah.
They had $10, so.
Brothers and sisters, it's time for final thoughts and ratings.
How do I rate the Lord?
You better rate them highly.
The highest.
The highest of the ratings. Russell, what are you going to give Buttcrack from 1998?
I think I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5.
Whoa!
Because I don't know if it's just one, like, you know, we did like 3 terrible, awful things in a row. So maybe it's just making this one seem better than what it is.
Yeah.
But I laughed.
Oh, yeah.
I had a fun time, and I felt that 1 hour and 7 minutes was an appropriate time.
Yes.
It was fun. It's a good movie. It's the first movie we've done this time around that felt like it was actually a movie.
Yes.
The other ones just felt like it was some weird project someone did for fun on the side.
Yeah. There was some competence to this movie,
Yeah.
I think. A little bit. Yes. Okay, look. I am ashamed for the previous picks that we've had throughout October. And even to me, some of them have been very agonizing. This one, Buttcrack, was like a breath of fresh air. This is nice.
You wouldn't think so.
You wouldn't think so. But when you're really watching bad movies, no budget, low budget movies, this was really good. I had a fun time with this one. I'm going to go a little bit higher. I'm going to push it to a 3.5. I liked Buttcrack. I could see me watching this again. Unfortunately, most people I know do not like these types of movies. So, you know, I pretty much only watch the ones that I want to watch for the show, and that's pretty much where it sets. But yes, 3.5 for me. I like it. If you like bad movies and haven't seen it, I highly recommend it, especially if you're a TROMA fan. This is pretty good. It's pretty good. And on a budget of $10, Russell.
I know. I'm shocked.
$10.
You know, I was watching part of this movie I watched on my phone, and I had to switch to the laptop because my phone accidentally got stuck in my anus.
Uh-huh.
I had dropped it in the toilet while
Right.
I was pooping, and it like ricocheted off of the bowl and went up my butt.
Oh, yeah. These things will happen. I have had so many things wind up in my anus by accident. It's like a home goods store.
Yeah.
It's insane. All right. Well, if this is not your first time... It's so weird. If this is not your first time here, be sure to subscribe. We will see you next week when we bring Pooptober to its conclusion. We're finally going to pinch it off, and I guarantee this one will make up for all the other ones because I already know what we're doing, and I vaguely know what to expect. It's going to be good times had by all, I'm sure. We will see you guys next week for an all new episode. That's it. It's time to lay this to rest. There's keys in here.
It's
Actually.
very jingly.
Yeah, it's a little.
Ooh. Now everybody knows where you stash your stash.
These are skeleton keys, which is appropriate for Halloween, I guess. And these keys, this key, well,
The only one on there that's not a skeleton key he's gonna show me. Like, yeah. Well, your son's dead. Okay.
yeah, dude, I love that video. He's like, oh my goodness.
What just happened?
I just unplugged a thing. My doodad. Okay.
And then the headphones accidentally fell into your butthole.
Yes. Accidents will happen. This is in Virginia, so.
I love Virginia.
Mhm.
Good people.
Mm-hmm.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, they say.
Do they really? I don't know.
Almost heaven.
Oh, is that Bob Denver? John Denver?
Bob Denver. Preacher Man Bob Denver.
Oh, shit.
Maybe
Sorry.
it's his last name in the movie.
Hey, okay, after it came out, I realized, all right?
Yeah.
God, we're offending Virginians. We're offending the John Denver.
The Bob Denver fans.
Wow, this is going great.